If you talk about the kind of the genre this movie is going to be, this movie is typically about a racy action thriller. It has got a very strong two social important messages in the movie, which we really have to look in for, especially about the accidents and the kind of the theft and other things which happens in highways. So this movie is basically focusing about the scams which is happening in the society. That is a major focus. And apart from that, this movie is also carrying a lot of action, raw action, live action, and real action. So this movie is going to be intense in the form of message. It has a wonderful action. It has a lot of investigation portion. So it has got an everything what an action movie lover would love to see. So on the whole, it is going to be a cinematic experience, not just about the action part. It is also about the raw intensity, which is going to be delivered by someone with the director of in the caliber like Mr. H. Vinod. So I think this movie is not only about the action; it is more about the intensity of action. So that's what this trailer is actually portraying about.
Sure. And have you managed to get a ticket? Have tickets been released yet for the 24th of February?
Yeah, the tickets has not yet opened. It is not open for audience. It will be opening shortly, maybe in another 4 to 5 days. So obviously, I'm very eager to grab a ticket. In fact, I'm eager to see it as many times as possible in theaters.
Sure. And would you say this is going to be probably one of the biggest Bollywood action thrillers of all time, or just this year? Because it's saying that it's going to be the best one for this year, but I'm assuming from what I've heard and what I've seen, it's going to be super huge.
Yeah, it is going to be something. Actually, the trailer itself. In fact, there was a glimpse or a teaser which was made some time back, and the dialogue ends like this in the teaser. It's like this could be something big. So I think this movie is going to be something big to look out for, and definitely, as you said, yes, we have to wait and see. It's going to be an action extravaganza, first of its kind. Kevin, I would like to give a small introduction about also our star, Mr. Ajithkumar, because so many people are talking about Valimai and the trailer, and I really want to explore certain things about Mr. Ajithkumar, which would help the common audience or the people who have entered into space from various regions. They would like to know about Ajithkumar, right?
Sure, go
So
ahead.
yeah, I would like to add few more points, but before that, Mr. Hari is raising his hand and Mr. Thala Bhaktani is also raising his hands. Let them share their views, and then I would like to add few things about who is Ajit Kumar and why he is very famous for.
Sure, great. Well, I'll bring you back in just a second. So I'm just going to bring up the next person who's got his hand raised. Thala, welcome.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak, Kevin, sir. First, you have to promise me that you will watch Valimai in UK for sure,
Oh, definitely.
because
Yeah,
the
most definitely.
because the movie is releasing in UK. I don't know whether there is premieres on 23rd, but sure the movie is releasing in UK also. Please watch it along with your family. I'm sure you. It's a pure family action entertainer taken on such a huge scale with a lot of action. It has good family sentiment and values also. Basically, the movie is they told us it's based on two social issues which is happening currently also and which may happen in the future also. So it is taken on a huge scale. And one more thing, which Valime is special is that I'm sure you all would have seen the trailer, the massive bike stunts and all those stuff. Actually, the irony is that Ajit Kumar sir himself performed all those stunts on his own. He never uses a stunt dupe. If you had seen the Valimai making video, also you would have known that the stunts were performed by him. And if you see in the end of the making video, also you know that while performing a wheeling, he fell down and
Wow,
got injured
amazing. So
badly.
he doesn't use any stuntman.
Yeah, actually, Ajit Kumar sir, he has a passion for bikes and cars. He is a bike racer and a car racer. He has participated in F2 Formula racing and bike racing also. Now, in the past decade, and so he never uses dupe in his movies. All the stunts in his movies are performed on his own. Like if you watch his movies like Billa 2 and all, there's an helicopter hanging stunt which he would have performed on his own. Like that in Valme also there are n number of bike stunts and all. Everything was performed by him without any dupe. So and if you have to surely watch the Valme making video also, it will surely give you goosebumps for sure. in the end, you
Wow,
can see the
yeah. Well, the trailer gave me goosebumps. You know, it was really good, really action packed. You know, intense, and yeah, it was really good. I think it is going to be released in England, and it's going to be released in multiple languages. I'm not sure how many languages, but what I've heard is that it's going to be released in multiple languages across the world.
The trailer had released now only in multiple languages. Before the trailer, they had released a making video. I'm sure you get that on YouTube. If you have time, please watch it. Also, it will show you the pain the actors, the crew, and the actors and the crew went through by shooting this movie. Actually, the movie was launched in 2019 itself, but it had faced many delays due to COVID, and finally the movie is going to be out on 2022 February. A lot of the days they had to change the script a bit. They have to tweak it because of COVID. So they had gone through a lot of sufferings. They had showed that as a journey in that making video. So please watch it. It'll give you goosebumps. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. I'll pass on the mic to
No,
someone else. Thank you
you're
so
very
much.
welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, and I guess it's going to, box office figures. It'd be great to know if anybody knows how much the film actually costs, because obviously some, big Hollywood films cost a lot of money, and I guess this was shot on a budget. I don't know. Maybe somebody could highlight that. But I'm going to take the mic over now to Kathik. Welcome. I know we've just been speaking via DM. How are you doing?
Hi, Kevin. Thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity. Yes, my name is Dr. Karthik Narayanan. I am a L2 senior scientist in India. I've been into field of medicines and all these things. A very die-hard fan of Ajithkumar sir. Now, first of all, Valimai, the movie itself is all about power. And we were talking about, we were just chatting some time ago that this space is going to, set you on a different level, and Twitter is going to trend big time today. Now, Mr. Pals is also here. He's a good friend of mine, and Ajit sir is someone who is not just a real superstar only in the real form. He's also a real superstar. And this much of diehard fans for him is because of his activities, what he does on the real end. Can you believe? See, he's been to sum it up. I will not take much time. I'm sure, Kevin, you must be knowing about the Phoenix bird, right? That's exactly is Ajit sir, the man who has seen a lot of failures in his life and who was self-made and who was come up in his stage, come up in his life step by step on his own without any kind of support. And that's the reason you have this die-hard fan following for him. People are so crazy. Just even if he has to take out Ajit Kumar, the name itself, you should see the uproar and you should see the extravaganza of the plight of joy what Indian people have, Indian cinema has got. Now he's famous in Tamil Nadu. Of course, Tamil Nadu is for Ajit sir.
Are you still there? I'm not sure if the audio went then, but are you still there? Do you want to carry on?
It's got bugged, I think.
Okay, I think we've lost connection, but I will bring him back. He may be on Wi-Fi or 4G, 5G. The connection must have gone, but we will bring him back. I will just mute his mic for a second, but we'll definitely bring him back so he can carry on talking. Okay, let's go to the next person. Priyank Reddy. Welcome. How are you doing? What's on your mind?
Hi Kevin, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for joining us.
I'm dire fan of Mahesh Babu. So Telugu superstar Mahesh Babu. I'm really happy the Telugu trailer Valimai released by Mahesh Babu. We Telugu fans really happy for that. Wishing you all the very best for Valimai. Thank you. That's it.
Oh no, thank you. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. That's great. So I'm trying to bring the doctor back. I think he had connection problems, but he's back with us. Welcome back.
Kevin, I'm sorry, I think I got cut off. Can I continue?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Continue. Yes, carry on. Please do.
Yeah, so we're talking about Ajit Kumar sir, and my great friend Mr. Dr. Pals is also here on the space, who knows you very well, and he would be more than happy to talk about Ajit sir and what he does. But for me as a person, I have personally worked with him during the COVID times, and he was also a mentor for Daksha, which was a team which was being formed in India. Back in India, during the peak COVID times, we were using this drones to sanitize the public places. The entire idea, the brainchild behind this was none other than Ajit sir. But the world doesn't know. I mean, only a few people knew. But there are a lot of things like this where he has all he's helped a lot of people. Can you believe, for 5,000 people who are blind, he has been a single source of inspiration for getting them surgery, getting them an operation done, and bringing gifting eyesight is something which is greater, biggest ever thing than humanity. He is that kind of a person. You ask him any kind of help, he is there. That is the reason you have this much of diehard fan followings for Ajit sir. It's not just the name Ajit Kumar itself is an emotion, Kevin. It's not just the name. It's a real emotion, and he doesn't come to any kind of award functions or shows, or he doesn't like publicity, and that's the reason you will not find him in any of the social media. It's not just me. I mean, all the diehard fans of Ajit sir would want him to come on social media, but he always keeps himself away from all these things. It's not just because he doesn't want any kind of attention or he doesn't want any kind of support. It's already there. The difference between number one and number two is in such a way that the number two should think that he there is nobody above him. You know, that's the difference between Ajit sir and the rest of the other people. In fact, the entire world is going to witness what Valimai is all about on the 24th. Right from the bike scenes to chasing scenes to stunts to the story to the script, it's the perfect opener post COVID. So 2022, 2020, and 2021 world was in a depression state with this COVID. 22, it's slowly opening up, and Valimai, it's going to be in people's mind for a very long time. I'm sure there were a couple of tweets from US as well as in UK. It's already going to be crossing the Fast and Furious as well as the Mission Impossible. If that is what you think that it was the biggest action-packed movie, get that corrected. Valimai is going to be that, and that's the
Yeah, well, like I said, forget James Bond. This is going to be huge, and I love action-packed thrillers, and I really do. Thank you for speaking
thank
so
you, Kevin.
gracious and highly of him. He sounds a really, I've never met the guy or come across him, but he sounds a really humble person. So thank you for sharing that with us. Do stand
Yep.
by and do stand by with us. And I'm just going to pass the mic over to Harry, Hari. Welcome. What's on your mind?
Hey, Kevin, Mr. Kevin. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, and I'm really thankful for Pulse, Mr. Pulse, for he's my best friend, and I came to this space for give my thoughts about the Valimai trailer. I'm actually from Sri Lanka. I'm a diehard fan of Ajit Kumar because of his humanity and humbleness. A real big star in Tamil cinema. But when you look him, he was really casual, and he's very humble for everyone. So I become a fan before 10 years until I'm very big fan of Ajit Kumar. And now I will share my thoughts in Sri Lanka. The Valimai movie will screening uh, like never ever any Tamil movies get this kind of screens because 90 percentage of screens are releasing Valimai from 24th. It was really huge for Ajit Kumar sir for his Valimai for first time, and I'm really sure about the hard work on the film. When we saw the trailer, it was looked like very really amazing, and the stunt sequence was good. But apart from that, when we see the making video, it was really hard to do that kind of stunt when he's a big star, he can just skip with that dupes or something with the stuntmans, but he will do the real hard works by itself, by him, because that's why he got a really huge fan base, I think, because he was very loyal for his fans, and we are really thankful for having him. And the Valimai film will be next level of his career. From my point of view, I'll think about when it was released, because it's really a long wait for Ajit fans, because we are really waiting more than 2 years for seeing him on the screen. So it was not easy for the fans, but Thala fans will be sorry, the Ajit Kumar fans will be do the things like this kind of huge weight. But we are now really proud about the weight, because the weight is really, really, really worth about it. Because when we saw the trailer and the making videos, it was really huge, and it will create a big impact all over the cinema lovers. When I when I saw people in Sri Lanka, everyone asked me when is the movie releasing, when is the movie releasing. It was confirmed or not. I told everyone it was confirmed. It will release itself for 24th of February. Now everyone waiting for the bookings open. So this is not before, when Ajit Kumar sir's movie releasing, it was not like this kind of a huge impact or like a hype. But now Valimai, the title makes a huge hype. Before the teaser or something releasing, the title was created the big impact, because the fans was asking in the football stadium and the cricket stadium, when it's the Valimai update, Valimai update, Valimai update. It was now like, for their weight, it was a very, very big treat for them. So we are eagerly waiting for the movie, and now I'm not sure about the. It's very early to say about the movie, but the trailer, because everyone knows it was extreme level, like a Hollywood movie, and we are really thankful for the filmmakers like H. Vinod sir and Boni Kapoor sir and other filmmakers and the stunt workers and the music director, everyone. They give their 100% to the Valimai movie. So
Sure.
we are.
No, yeah, thank you. One of the things I wanted to mention to you when I was watching the trailer, I don't know if you sort of got the part where, one of the part which really captured me was the bike stunt, when there was about, I don't know how many bikes there was, but there must have been about 13 bikes just like
Yeah,
catapulted in midair. And it was like, wow, what a great shot, and the part where they're on the motorway, and I don't know, it's just like, some Hollywood trailers, from other
yeah, it
blockbuster films.
seems like an Hollywood trailer. Yeah,
Yeah, some of them you see like real CGI. I'm not sure whether CGI was used in this, but sometimes films can be over. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Overmade and don't look real. But this trailer looked 100% real, and it just captured everything. Within like a few minutes. I can't wait to watch the English version of the trailer so I can understand the film more. But what I saw visually was absolutely amazing.
yeah, we're hoping to see, and like eagerly waiting, like other fans also. So yeah, that's the thing. After the long wait, we saw the trailer. It was made us speechless. That is the only thing we can say now. So thank you for giving the opportunities. Lots of people waiting for
Yeah,
their
no, thank you,
mics.
thank you
So
for thank you for joining. We're going to try
Just
try.
I want to check with you.
thank you, Mr.
Have
Kevin sir.
you, Mr. Kevin?
Just bear with me. If you could put your mics on mute rather, and I will bring you up on the stage. If you could kindly mute your mic, because I need to say something. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for respecting that.
Hi, Mr. Kevin.
Right. So please, kindly, I do, ask you to put your mic on mute. I will bring you up on stage, but I had to take you down because you will mute your mic, and I need to feel my train of thought, or I'm going to say next. It can be, people can sort of lose train of thought. So what I was going to say then. If you are listening to this now, let's get it trending on Twitter. So hit the plus button down below, the feather button, tweet it out using the hashtags. Let's see if we can get as many people in the room as possible. Currently, there is 590, 600 people live in the room. Obviously, there may be more people who listen to this back on replay, but we want to try and get as many people as we can up on stage today talking about the trailer and their thoughts. So I'm going to go over to the next speaker who's been waiting patiently. Silent Wits 3, welcome. How you doing? Silent Wits 3, do you want to go ahead? Unmute your mic for me. No? Okay, we'll go to the next speaker then. Telugu Ajith fans, welcome.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. What's on your mind?
Yeah, just I want to share two things. Not about trailer, but about his off-screen presence. Like some of my friends met Ajit sir, and they asked for a photo. And there are a couple of incidents I will share now. When my friend met him at afternoon at 12 o'clock during Viswasam shooting, and he asked for a photo, and then Ajit sir said, uh, there is a shooting going on and I'm in costume, so I'm unable to give you photo, but can you wait for until the shooting is completed? He said okay. And the shooting is completed at morning 3 o'clock, and Ajit sir came to my friend. He joined his two hands and he said, sorry, it's too late. Like no other actor in not only India, in world, no other actor in the world uh, will say like sorry and like that. Right? His off-screen presence is greater than anyone. Even though we are from Telugu, we are not fans of any other actors. We are fans of only Ajit sir because of his off-screen presence. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's good that you can communicate and speak with his fans and engage with them, because sometimes these big celebrities, filmmakers, actors, sometimes they just don't have the time to speak to somebody. So it's great that he's even had the opportunity to speak to this person. So thank you for sharing that. Just going to bring another speaker up who I had to take down before, but I'll bring him back up, see what he has to say. So yes, Vignesh, go ahead.
Sorry, I think I just entered a few minutes before. Someone removed me.
Okay, what's on your mind? What would you like to say?
I just wanted to ask you, have you watched the making video?
Say that again.
Have you watched the making video of Valimai?
I haven't watched the making of it. No, I've watched the trailer.
No, I think okay. Trailer is a common watch for every one of us. I wish you watched the making video of Valimai.
No.
I can share the link over here. Just a few minutes. I'll share the link.
Yeah, share it in the space. So if you share it in the space above,
Just a few minutes. A few minutes. I can share that.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thanks for joining. So I'm just going to bring a few more speakers up. Let's see if we can get.
Because the making video is not made for any particular language. It's like how the stunts are made. So I can share that one. Just a few minutes. I'll share that one.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks. Thank you. So we'll go over to. Just going to bring in a few more speakers. Just bear with me a second. And we'll go to the next speaker is Emperor. Emperor, welcome. How are you doing?
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Very glad to meet you in this space.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for joining.
Mom, I am from Kyrgyzstan. I am studying these medical courses abroad. I am a true diehard fan of Thala sir. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. What's on your mind? What do you want to say today?
No, is Valimai is a very good the fan India movie. Valimai is a great treat to our eyes. We are happy to waiting pretty much time only his presence. AKS is such a cute human being back in India. He has a true fans and AK has inspired of so many lives. And as well as he enlightened the many lives for helping out of the needy. Um, okay, immense pleasures and happy to part of this conversation. Waiting for the movie release just for theater experience the celebrated of presence of screen. Now I'm out of my locations, so very thank to give this opportunity, Kevin.
No, thank you. No, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for joining.
Because of my locations are very snowy, so very cold, and I'm outside of my locations.
Okay, well,
Thank you.
yeah, I can hear you, but no, you're very welcome. Thank you. Thanks for joining, and thank you for contributing. Thank you. So yes, it's a really good space at the moment. It's really positive. I know I did a few spaces last week around Big Boss, and there was a few negative comments. But I guess you'll get that. You'll get positive and negatives in the world. But that's what I like about spaces like this, where people can engage and communicate. And when something big happens like this, everybody can come together and share their thoughts, not just in one country, across the world, which is absolutely amazing. And that's why I founded the Twitter Spaces communities, which enables people to join communities and share their spaces to the community. And it's in the link up above in the nest there with other tweets which have been shared today. So I'm going to carry on with our next speaker. Is It's Me 0911. Welcome. How are you doing? Do you want to unmute your mic?
Yeah, hello. Thank you, Kevin, for giving me the chance to speak. I hope you are doing fine.
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Thank you. Actually, a lot of fans have spoken good about Thala, who is one of the biggest Indian stars. So I think I got anything to speak about him additionally. But I want to share something that he's a self-made actor and he is very honest and sincere with his work. And that's the reason today he is having a very truthful and sincere and honest fans. And sticking to the topic, I would like to say that as it is about a Telugu trailer, I would like to say that Mr. Ajithkumar commenced his movie career via Telugu industry only. After that, he came to Kamal cinemas. So, to be frank, Telugu is also is one of the homeland. So I hope the entire Telugu audience supports the movie and make this as the biggest hit of Thala Ajit's career. And next, I would like to say about Valimai that it is such a movie that it is complete director made movie. It's not about Thala Ajit. It's a director movie, and I think this time Thala Ajit has not gone with many mass dialogues, and he has completely done what director has said as he used to do earlier. But now it looks like this movie is on a very big thing. It is the biggest Indian movie right now, which has been spoken everywhere, and you are aware of that Valimai update, which was being regularly asked by every Indian citizen, wherever it may be, whether it is a theater, stadiums, or whatever. Such a hype it was there for this movie because the update was very, very limited for this movie till date, I would say. So that is what Thala Ajit has got such a huge name in our nation. So I'm really very thankful that he is one of my inspiration. And thank you for you for giving me this chance to speak over here about Thala Ajit. That's it. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for joining. No, thank you for contributing. I appreciate that. Thank you. And yes, I will carry on with the topic and also, talk about this as well when the film's actually released on the 24th of February. And hopefully it'll be released in, I'm sure it will, I'm sure it'll be released in English language, and I'll definitely watch the film. And also we can come and talk back. I'll do another space on the 24th, 25th of February to get people's reactions from the film when they've seen it, because I get you can get a lot from a trailer in a matter of a few minutes, which I did, and I'm sure people listening as well did as well. So I'm going to bring a few more people up. Welcome. Let's see who we have next. Vivek, Vivek. Vivek tweets. Welcome. How you doing?
Vivek. Yeah. Hi, Kevin. Thank you. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing fine too.
Yeah, I'm doing really well. Sorry about the pronunciations. I do get them wrong a lot of times. I was told off the other day for not speaking Hindu or Punjabi. So I guess I'm going to have to learn the language.
That's totally fine, Kevin. First of all, thank you for organizing this space, Kevin. Because we are not usually used to this sort of promotions for any of Ajit movies. Usually, we maintain very low profile even from the production side. Thanks for taking this up and hosting this space. And with my view for the trailer, I would say that it is just a tip of an iceberg. That's what we heard from Vinod. Though the trailer is 3 minutes long, he said that there are a lot of other elements in the movie which could even surprise us. So really, we are waiting for, the wait is now more than 2 years, even this entire pandemic. We are just waiting for this Valimai film. And the first thing, when you notice the trailer, as everyone say, the bike stunts are, it totally amazed us. And the comparisons with, the Mission Impossible or Mad Max are, it makes us very proud from the industry and as, Indian film industry when it is compared to such a big budget of the Hollywood films. We are very happy and proud that, Thala Ajit has done all the stunts by himself and, taking this extra step to make his fans happy. And I really hope that the film lives up to the expectations. And one of the major plus of Ajit is that I'm a fan from even for the past 20 years, more than 20 years, I'm a fan of him. So irrespective of any of the movie's outcome, whether the movie is good or bad, his popularity only grows, and I think it's very rare for any of the other actors. So usually, if a movie flops, then the fan count, it reduces. But for Ajit, even if a movie is flop, it just multiples. So that is one of the blessing I think what Ajit has got over the years, and I'm very happy for this opportunity, Kevin, and I really expecting that you hold another space in a matter of a week or something like, so that we can keep engaged with all the fellow Ajit fans. So thank you, Kevin.
Oh yeah, definitely no, and thank you for sharing that. And I didn't realize actually that he, did all the stunts himself, which is quite remarkably amazing, really, when you think about it. And some of the big films like Mission Impossible and other films, England and America, they get spent millions and millions and millions to create these films, where this film's is basically shot on a budget, and the impact it's having already is amazing. Yeah, and I will carry on doing spaces around this. So thank you for joining. It's been a pleasure to speak to you. Thank you. Thanks for joining. So I'm going to bring up a few more speakers in a second, but I'm going to go over to the next speaker, who is, let me see, Ajith Arol. What's on your mind, sir?
I think he's not there.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to you, Dr. Pals. I know you wanted to say something earlier as well, and I said I would come back to you. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just trying to add few things about Mr. Ajithkumar, because basically not only you, there are a few people who may not know who is Ajithkumar and why he's having such a stardom and why he's very famous and why he's very special. I think one of the reason for being Mr. Ajit sir is very popular is not just because of acting skills or not just because of his movies. It is because of the kind of person he is. So today, if you see Ajit sir, he started off his illustrious career by various ways and means. He did a lot of other elements. But he started his career in the year 1991 with this movie Amaravati, which is very popular movie, the first successful movie for Ajit Kumar. Since then, there is never a turning point, or there's no turning back for Mr. Ajit. He has done so many action movies, so many romantic movies, so many other genre of movies. And apart from this, he is not in any social networking sites till date. But the kind of stardom which he has is any other actor would envy about. So it is not only about the stardom, it is not only about the kind of charisma which he's having on screen. It is also because of the kind of person he is as a human being, as a fellow citizen. So he respects the fans. He in fact reiterates every time that the fans should take care of themselves, take care of their family, and they should only watch the movie whenever they find time, or if they feel it is very good. So that is what he actually gives a message to his fans. He disbanded his fans club. He never wants to portray him as a star. He always wants to keep a low profile. He just wants to concentrate on his movies. He did so many other activities. I just try to add few important moments in his life. Not only as an actor. As an actor, he has acted almost 60 movies, and all his movies are blockbusters, hits, super hits. Of course, he had very few movies which did a little on the other way. And apart from that, I think as an actor, he's having that phenomenal screen presence. So the kind of screen presence which he has, I don't think any other actor is having in Indian cinema, or in fact world cinema, because the kind of charisma which he carries, he acts without any makeup. If you see almost in all his movies, he never goes for makeup. He comes very casually. He comes with his gray hair. He comes with that salt and pepper, the famous salt and pepper look which George Clooney possesses. So such is his charisma. He never looks into these artificial things. So the kind of risk he takes in his movies. So with the kind, about the Indian movies, the kind of infrastructure which we have, it's not 100% safety. But still, he does all his movie stunts on his own without any body double, because he believed the audience who are paying money to watch only what he does, and he strongly believed the other person who is performing body double stunt is also a human being. So whether the risky stunts which he takes, okay, in all his movies, he has jumped from a car in a moving jeep in a movie Arambam, or hanging out from a helicopter which is about 5,000 meters in movie Billa 2, or jumping out from a boarding steps of a moving train in Viram. So whatever may be the kind of stunts he is doing on his own till date. He never uses body double. He never, in fact, encourages body double because he respects the fellow human. And he, in fact, has 18 surgeries in his backbone. Just imagine 18 surgeries at his backbone. His doctors wrote him off. The doctors who treated him said that he will never walk. So he stood from there, and today he's doing all the stunts by himself. Just imagine the kind of self confidence this man has. So this is absolutely amazing to see somebody where a doctor wrote in his medical reports that he will not be walking anymore. He
Hello.
came out of today because of self confidence, doing everything on his own, and he's entertaining people like anything. So I think this is what separates Mr. Ajit Kumar from all other actors. Just a minute, just give me time.
Sure. Okay. No. Yes, of course. I just wanted to ask. I know you. I think you had to go there, but you come back. I'll just put you as a co-host. I just wanted to know. With him being such a huge actor in India and a phenomenal figure, does anybody know why he's not on any social media channels? Is it just because he just doesn't want to sort of entertain social media channels, or he's just such a busy guy?
That's just
To
because.
answer you, Mr. Kevin. Sorry, go ahead, Karthik. Yeah.
It's okay. You go on. Go on. I'll wait. No problem.
Yeah. So to answer Mr. Kevin, so he doesn't encourage. To be fair, he doesn't encourage this social media because of two reasons. He feels that the fans should not indulge in any of wrong communications between right. So it should not be a fan war, right? So most of the social medias, right? I mean, he doesn't have any interest to it, and he doesn't give any interviews to the journals or to the TVs. His last interview, if I recall, is on 2007.
in one of the channel, right? After that, he doesn't get into. So basically, he would like to be as an individual, and he concentrates only on his profession, and he tells his followers to be as it is, right? And that is the unique thing of Mr. Ajit. And the one more thing, I don't know whether the team has updated you, because I just joined late, is that he is a Formula 2 racer. And in 2009 and 2010 series, he has participated in the Formula 2 racing, and you can Google and check it. That is one exceptional thing I would see from Mr. Ajit. I don't know the level of passion he has on sports, and it's uncomparable. And all other activities, right? He facilitated in 2017-18 in with our famous Anna University for drone and other technical aspects. And with that, I think the team has done some sort of remarkable stuffs during the flood and other things, right? It has supported well. So that is one thing I want to highlight over here. So apart from acting, right, he has been into many parts in sports, and he's and sports and a lot of welfare things which he get into. People doesn't know it. The all close circles and people who are associated with him knows everything on whatever the welfare things he has done to the public, right? So if you see it, right, it will be eyebrows to everyone, right? Without a promotion, without a marketing, right, a person isn't this much of stardom, right? And you can see in his last 10-15, in I would say last 20 years also, there is no major advertisements to his movies, huh? Like even Bollywood, Hollywoods, right, where they do advertisements. He doesn't do that. He doesn't endorse, and he gives only one commentary. If the movie is good, I mean, it goes well. I mean, he doesn't do anything beyond that. That is the specialty of Mr. Ajit, and that is why it is keeping him separate, and that is why he has so much of followers with wholeheartedly. Yeah.
No, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. And I get that and I understand that because, social media, can have its positives and negatives, and which you just mentioned about fandom wars. And I've seen that a lot over the last week when I'm doing the Big Boss interviews with different fans of these fandom wars. He said that, she said that, he said that. So, yeah, if you could kindly mute your mic, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, I get that, where the fandom was, and it's really interesting to see, and know that he doesn't use social media, and as fans just, follow him as an actor, as an influential figure, rather than some of the big, I'm just going off topic here, other big celebrities like singers, like I'll give you an example, like Adele, who's a remarkable singer. I know she's recently come under attack through some of her fans because of the singing she did in LA, and it couldn't go ahead. The concert couldn't go ahead in Las Vegas because a crew came down with COVID and it couldn't go ahead. So she got a lot of negative comments on social media. And I hear and see people who are big celebrities, big, musicians or actors come off social media because of the negativity. So it's interesting to see that he doesn't use social media, and I suppose in a way that's probably quite positive because because of that which I've just mentioned. So yes, I'll go on to the next speaker. No, thank you for sharing that. It's really interesting. Thank you. Thanks for joining. So I'll go to the next speaker, which is let me see. Okay, we'll go to Arash Messi.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. Oh, thanks for giving me opportunity. Already, if the trailer is released in Telugu and Kannada and Hindi, it's today itself. Tamil trailer, which along with before 1 month, the Tamil people audience are watched out. Have some memories and have some feelings for how long wait. Almost 2.5 years. We want to watching a big screen of our Thala idol Ajithkumar sir. could you please watch Valimai making video? Already Karthik Narayan sir all share a link.
Yeah, do share the link and do tweet me that. I'd appreciate that. And if anybody does have the English version of the trailer, do send it to me as well. I'd appreciate that.
Kevin,
Kevin,
it's
I've
already
shared that. I've shared that.
shared by
I've
Karthik
shared that to you.
Narayan.
I've
Okay,
shared that
thank
to
you.
you, Kevin.
Thank you. Thanks. So, Arash, did you want to say anything else? Okay, we'll go to the person who's got their hand raised. AK, welcome.
Hi, very good evening, Kevin. Actually, our all Ajit sir fans are talking many things about Ajit sir and Valimai. Just a few things what I know. I just sharing my thoughts. Actually, Ajit sir as a beginner as a mechanical, so he started as a mechanical. Then he tried as a uh, advertisement things. After that, only he entered the film industry. So there is no any behind anyone helping for Ajit sir. He is coming from a middle class family. So he trying himself and putting hard work and trying the cinema industry everything. So he first debut film was in Telugu industry. That was initial stage. The director was accidentally so accidentally he was uh, dead. So his father was completed the film. So later he came from Telugu industry to Tamil industry. He started his career his own way. And beginning he faced some criticism as well, and some failures as well. So he's put on his own efforts and achieved the success from like say Amaravati, like that film. He he got some fans, but that's the time the peak of other actors there. So he have a heavy competition also. So he put himself and trying come out from the as a top actor. So he first achievement like a big blockbuster Amar Kalam, Kadal Manan, Kadal Kote was Indian film in this Indian National Award winner movie. So he gained slowly for fans. But the one film which was changed for Amar Kalam, that fan club was made 25,000 K in Tamil Nadu alone. So his graph in one day is next level. So he made many films like Dina, Citizen. Which one Citizen was my first film I watched Ajit sir in movie in my school days. So that's the thing I started as a fan. But that time I don't know personally Ajit sir. Just as an actor, I after Kamal Kasam is became a legendary actor. So after that I seen him. He is the one of from Tamil industry variety of character doing as the same like a superstar Rajini sir, like same way he is the merged actor. Everyone talking about that time. So stylish and mass and acting, everything he have. So that time the Ajit sir have some crazy about like pilot. He have a license. One of the only actor I think. Not sure now, but that time he only actor in Indian cinema industry have a pilot license. So that one thing I know. So he so as a pilot and the same time Formula 2 racer also he involved the bike racing everything. He got many injuries and many things he struggled. So even though he not lost his fashion, every time he try apart from cinema he tried well very well. Passion that much of in
Right.
racing or some uh, so that time he some gap in the industry, some failures there in the two, three or four movies. Then he back to come to back in Billa one, which was remade. That was the blockbuster movie. So after that Mangata and continuously he giving a very big blockbuster movie. And after Mangata he not enter any appearance in the society. So he himself in alone and not involved in anything. Even but the entire Tamil Nadu and the people talk about Ajit sir, but he alone himself and he think about cinema is my career, so I'm doing that. As a fan, you love and watch. If there any positivity or negative, openly you can talk. And after that, I never use fans personal time. They should concentrate their family and business and their studies. That's the thing he want always speak and tell everyone. So that's a real quality is the admire more fans, more fan clubs creating without anyone head. Still, the fans is still behind Ajit sir is the only reason the good hearted and helping minded everything. So I think someone said he gave some eyes operation donation something. He never publicized anything, so it's all behind thing. Even though beginning of career, he gave many heart operations in the poor people's. Such a things is never come outside. He keep quiet. That the good things. Even though many of them he want to publicize and come to political, but he don't want to that thing. So good things I can do even without come the politicals. That's the policy he maintained. So lot of qualities. I don't know how much time need to talk about Ajit sir, but still we are admire not only youngsters. Even though every family feel like he is one of our family members. Even auto, bus, everything he photos in the Tamil Nadu, in other states, neighbor states, everyone praising. So I want to wish Ajit sir good health and happiness always this thing. I want to watch Valimai eagerly for as a fans and everything like everyone want to same thing. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to pass the mic over now to Kortanka AFC. I hope I pronounced that right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry.
That's Karnataka AFC.
Yeah, thank you for being so patient as well. Thank you. Go ahead.
No, that's not a problem. It is a fan club only, so I can able to wait if you are wait for the till the end of the time also because of Ajit sir and after you yourself. Because the thing is, this thing is happening here. One of the historical thing that is happening that the spaces internationally, our Ajit sir's things is going on. That is a big thing. It's happening. I essentially thank you for the great opportunity that you have given and the spaces has been running for the long time. We always pleasure and having to you for this opportunity. Thank you for the time, sir, Kevin. Coming to the Ajit sir things. So the thing is, I essentially thank Mr. Pauls also for this thing. Okay, fine. I just come to this one. The thing is, Ajit sir, we are from the Karnataka team, not from the same state that way. Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is a different state. That Karnataka is a different state. I think you are aware of that one. So here, even though here, the thing is the rise of Ajit sir is enormous because you know about India, right? India is like the status of each and every actor. We also Kannada also having the different status will be there. So different actors will be there. But even though the equal to him, the Tamil movie and the Ajithkumar movie is coming to the it's a different level. It will become, and if the movies is if releasing, right, all the distributor from the distributor to the from the heavy lower level to the heavy people, that all the people they are very happiness because of the profit, and watching the movie will be the very enormous hit. And the movie that's dubbed. Actually, the thing is that most of the movies, most of the heroes, other heroes, it will not dubbed in all the languages. But in this movie, this Ajit sir movie has been dubbed and released, and the first time I'm sorry, not the first time. It is a pan India movie. It is releasing the same category, not only the Telugu, also in the Hindi and Kannada also that release. And you can't able to believe that no other trailer has been released in such a minimum time. The trailer has been released at 6:30. But now the time is only 9 o'clock. But that reach of the level will be is a different level. I'm 100% sure. So apart from this one, the Tamil movie that this Valimai will be get big things because we suffered for a long time. We are waiting for the 2 or 3 years for the same movie. for a single shot for the climax movie. They have to go for the pandemic situation, and this can be they are went for the exact situation and get the. Exact location for the fight scene, and the movie has to be come in the same front, and the team is waiting for a long time, and then they come to the movies, and now the movie but the result will be like enormous. We can't able to believe that result actually. So that is what the trailer we already watched, and we are expecting this movie as like anything. Not only like this team, I mean this Valimai team itself, or not only the fans actually, all the family movies, not even the general audience and the distributor, filmmakers and cinema theaters, we directly interacted with them. So they are saying that they are also waiting for this movie for a long time, because the making and hard work behind this is it's a big level actually. And apart from that, I get you told that Ajit sir, right? Not only the actor, some people told that it's a pilot, and it's also the Darsha team will be there, that we have crown, and they are using for the good purposes, for giving the medicine to unable to get the corona time, and they are giving the food supplies for the flood teams. That is all done by the team created by this Ajit only. The Darsha, if you check in the Darsha team, the Crown, and it is an university team has been created like that. I think so. It has been win the second trophy in the Australia international level also. The mechanism also. So that also they have taken. So all over the world, the fan base is like enormously. We can't able to count actually. We can't able to respect that much respect will be there from the age of people, small children to elder people. Everybody praises the movie called Viswasam. I think if you have able to get that one also, and if you check this hashtag Valimai and Valimai update means, you can able to count how the reach of this movie is all over the world. So I wish all the best for this opportunity. I wish thank you for the opportunity, and I wish this movie to be a big, enormous hit and historical, make the historical, iconic movie in the Tamil cinema, not only the Tamil cinema, all over the world cinema. The Tamil cinema is going to the next level. That is what I am going to say. I am 200% sure. We will see the result also, right? After this movie release, we can able to see that result. Yeah, thank you very much for your opportunity, Kevin, and thanks a lot for hosting this quiz.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Just before I bring Dr. Pals and Dr. K back up, if there's any other speakers in the audience who haven't spoke, if you want to raise your hand, if you have a question, show your hand, raise your hand so I can see you, and I'll bring you up on stage. So, okay, I'm going to.
So Ajit sir is not only well-known face in Tamil, but he also well-known face in Telugu also from past 90s and 2000s with films like Vali and Premaleka. It's got dubbed in Telugu also. So he's well-known face in Telugu also. So we are expecting same glory for Valimai. He will get back. And coming to promotions, I think online promotions, Bonis are already released posters with some big actors, Vijay Devarkonda and Nag Chaitanya. And today we have released a trailer also with superstar Mahesh Babu sir. Thanks for him also. And coming to online promotions from our end, we also plan to release mutual videos and some other Telugu matter videos for at least daily, and we will try to give spaces and trend for this weekend, the coming weekend, for exclusive for Telugu people. And coming to theatre celebrations, we are planning to at least celebrate at least 3 to 4 major cities in Telugu states. Yeah, and we can expect some huge some collections also in Telugu states, and we can see Ajit sir will be in pan India level superstar from this film onwards. Yeah.
No, thank you. And any final thoughts from Dr. Pals or Dr. K before we close the space today? Do come in.
Yeah. Yes, Kevin.
Who wants to go first? We'll go with Dr. Pals first, then Dr. K to close us out.
Yeah, actually, it got bugged for me. Can you hear me, Kevin?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to conclude with a simple point that this movie Valimai is going to be first of its kind, not only in acting or the action stunts or making the cinematography, etc. It is also going to be a movie which also speak about the Satan slaves. I'm not pretty sure, Kevin, whether you know about the Satan slaves and the kind of impact they have on society. So I think this movie is also talk about these Satan slaves and the kind of impact they have on the society. So this is going to be an universal appeal. This movie is going to have the universal appeal, and it has got a very strong social message, which is not happening now, which may happen in the future. So this particular movie, Valimai, is going to talk about the kind of social effects, the kind of social issues which we are going to face in the future. So I think such is the futuristic trend of this movie. So going by this, I am sure this movie would rock not only in India, it is going to rock the entire worldwide screens in a big way. So let us just wait for this wonderful movie with bated breath. So that's what I would like to conclude. Thank you very much, Kevin, first of all, for hosting this wonderful space, hosting about yeah, an eminent actor like Ajit sir, speaking about his skills, speaking about his movies, speaking about the Valimai trailer, especially Telugu trailer, which you have spoken, and the kind of words which you have used for Valimai is absolutely heartwarming. So thank you very much, first of all, and I am telling this on behalf of all Ajit fans all over the world. Yeah, with this, I would like to just end my speech. Thank you.
No, thank you, Dr. Pals, and I'm sure we'll discuss this again in probably maybe a week's time, or because I know the full film comes out on the 24th, which is 2 weeks away. So when the film does come out, we will be doing, probably a space in another week to get people's reactions leading up to the announcement of the film being actually launched. Then we can do a space probably a few days after when the film's out to get people's reactions. Dr. K, did you want to say anything before we close the space down?
Yes. Well, first of all, Kevin, cheers to you. God bless you. Thank you so much for talking about a great man, a great living legend, Ajit Kumar, sir. It's actually a very proud moment for a person like me. And he will always, and he shall always be my inspiration. And yeah, the last but not the least, live and let live. In Tamil, they say, Valu Vala Vidu. In English, they say, live and let live. That's the only tagline of Thala Ajit Kumar, sir. So, end of the day, content doesn't matter, Kevin. What matters is the context. And the context is none other than Ajit Kumar, sir. Thanks a lot for hosting this wonderful space. And yes, we shall catch up with you and once the movie gets released. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you, and thanks for all the speakers. I know there's more requests coming through now, all the speakers, listeners. Thank you, and thank you for enlightening me on this man. He sounds a great person, a very humanitarian person as well, which I like to hear. So, that's really important. And thank you for Dr. Powers and Dr. K for speaking as well, and all the other speakers and listeners who've tuned in. Don't forget, when this finishes today, don't forget to share the replay. Then we'll probably do another space around this discussion in, say, a week's time, then one on the 24th when the film actually launches. So thank you all for joining me. Have a great Thursday, and most of all, stay safe.